Welcome to TV20 News Break. I'm Dan Monroe. The North Coast Connector is currently the proposed land bridge for downtown Cleveland, and community discussion and input continued with their latest meeting. Here's TV20 reporter Alex Victerna with the story.
We're going to talk a little bit about the vision, our process. We'll turn it over to Keisha to talk about the bridge and the engineering. We'll turn it over to Lisa to talk about the planning process, and then we'll have a lot of fun just interacting and working with the boards and the pictures in the back.
City planning commissions, along with engineering groups working together on the planned land bridge, shared some of their current and rejected plans, taking into account factors such as the city's long history with the lakefront.
So if you take the mall going back to the airport, it's about a mile. And then along the stadium, basically the lakefront side of the stadium, is about a third of a mile. So just to get that kind of sense in your head of the scale of this project, some of you have probably been to the games and you kind of maybe have sort of seen that space, but when you see it from the mall, it might feel small, but when you're there, it's actually an incredibly powerful and quite large site along the lakefront that has really never been accessible or used to everybody before.
After the presentations, attendees were invited to provide their input through hands-on activities, sharing their own history with Cleveland's lakefront and ideas they'd like incorporated into future projects. For TV20, this is Alex Victerna.
Thanks, Alex. And you can find the full presentation airing on TV20 or on our TV20 Cleveland YouTube page. Mayor Justin M. Bibb has proposed a new paid parental leave policy that will benefit employees who experience a new child life event. Full-time city employees, both hourly and salary, who have completed 30 days of continuous service will be eligible to receive the benefit. No other prerequisites will be required. Under this new paid time off policy, employees will be eligible for up to 500 hours leave and will be paid at 100% of their base pay. The comprehensive policy will be offered to new parents in birthing, adoption, and guardianship situations. They will also be entitled to an additional 20 hours of 100% paid leave prior to the new child life event to attend prenatal and related medical appointments or to attend required meetings during the adoption and guardianship process. Eligible employees will be able to use the paid parental leave intermittently, allowing flexibility to use the time off to best meet their individual needs and situations. Employees who experience stillbirth or miscarriage will be eligible for 3 weeks of 100% paid leave. The proposed policy has been submitted to City Council. Well, the Cleveland Guardians teamed up with Ward 1 Councilman Joe Jones to host the first ever Grand Slam Career Expo at John F. Kennedy High School.
So we're going to do this at all of the different wards in the city. So this is our first one. We partnered with Councilman Jones in the first one, and then we're going to go ward by ward and do similar type of job fairs, career fairs, education outreach. We've got people here from local companies in Councilman Jones's ward, but also Cleveland Builds. Cleveland Builds is an organization for helping students or anybody get into the trades, so learning construction trades. They have programs for learning what it becomes to be an apprentice, to eventually get onto a union job, to eventually get onto a project like ours or any project.
Councilman Joe Jones expressed how important it is to bring career fairs like these to the community to help residents gain employment.
Whenever you give people a job, it gives them meaning and purpose, and it also pays them. It keeps them busy doing things that are going to advance them versus being in a zone where they're doing nothing or maybe even getting in trouble. So it helps the neighborhood as a whole and the community to have resources. People will have more money in their pocket. They're purchasing by a car. They're purchasing by a home. All of that helps our economy within the city of Cleveland. When we have people who are productive and working, part of their pay will also help to pay taxes, and that also helps to keep the city of Cleveland strong and our neighborhood strong. So having a job is one of the things that make us who we are, and it gives us purpose.
The Career Expo featured numerous companies from around Northeast Ohio, as well as a few from Ward 1.
So we've got people here who are showing interesting technology like drone technology and VR technology that is used in engineering and architecture on construction programs. Like I mentioned, we have Cleveland Build, so learning what it means to get into a cohort, to get into an apprenticeship program. I think the impact, a lot of it is just awareness of how we can use what we do as a baseball team to be more impactful for things outside of playing baseball. We do that on the whole we have a community impact team that does a lot of great stuff in and around Cleveland now. This is just another one of those examples where we're more than a baseball team. So our mission and our purpose as an organization is to be part of the fabric of this community, not just to be a team that plays baseball.
You could be as young as 14 years old, and we have vendors here hiring. So it's from 14 all the way up to 65, 70 years of age. So there's no limitation on how old you are. The job is available, a number of them, and we have so many jobs. Again, it's 1,500 vacancies. So there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to get a job.
The Rotunda at Cleveland City Hall welcomed all who came by to celebrate in the city's National Day of Prayer program. Multiple faith-based organizations were invited to the Rotunda for an afternoon of prayer and worship for the city and for the nation. Cleveland Director of Community Relations Angela Shute-Woodson spoke on the importance of prayer.
With all the uptick of controversy and violence that's going on, not only in our city, but in the nation, it's important for us to always go back to our spirituality and just to try to uplift calmness, meditation, and the reason for our being. And so this day is important to try to just bring meditation back to spirituality and calmness so we can try to end the violence, try to end a lot of the controversy that's going on. And that's what today is trying to uplift, a moment of peace.
Gerard Long, Executive Director of the organization Prayer at the Heart, said that prayer is the key to unifying all peoples, no matter their differences.
It gives us a sense that actually God is in control and that we can come together as one. No division through denominations, through the color of our skin, through whatever background we're from. We come together as children of God, born again through the Spirit of God by putting our faith in Jesus Christ. And so it's a wonderful gathering of what heaven's going to be like. From all backgrounds, all tongues and tribes and nations, we're coming, calling out to God together, come and bring healing across our land.
As it does every year, the National Day of Prayer serves as a reminder that sometimes we need to slow down, reflect, and give thanks to the man upstairs. For more information on the National Day of Prayer, visit nationaldayofprayer.org. Well, what's summer without a trip to summer camp? Youth ages 9 to 13 throughout the city of Cleveland are offered the opportunity to attend a week at a residential camp, Camp Forbes. Children live on the grounds and stay in log cabins from Monday morning to Friday afternoon. All meals are provided. Parents must complete the application/registration process to be considered. You'll need to bring your child's birth certificate, immunization record, and a copy of your utility bill from the last 3 months. You can register at your nearest neighborhood resource and recreation centers, but you must do so by June 2nd. And did I mention the cost of camp? Oh yeah, it costs absolutely nothing. This camp is free. For more information, reach out to your local rec center or call Camp Forbes at 216-664-2561. A steady career can be the perfect gateway to financial independence and generational wealth for all walks of life. That's why Ohio Means Jobs hosted their annual In-Demand Jobs Week in Cleveland's Ward 5. Here's TV20's Alex McTurna with the story.
Surrounded by vendors looking for driven new employees, the In-Demand's Job Week invited the residents of Cleveland to network and meet with those looking to provide their next chapter in their professional development. Ward 5 Councilman Richard Starr joined for the event, sharing that no matter your history, having a solid career is always a step in the right direction.
We understand that there is a great demand in career and trade opportunities for residents. We have to make sure as leaders we do our due diligence to connect residents to real life opportunities. Everyone is not those individuals that has to go to college. Some people could earn a great living by getting to apprentice programs, becoming journeymen, becoming different trade opportunities where they can have a career and make a good earned living for themselves as well as their families. And one of the things is, it's not about your background. Whether you've been in trouble or not been in trouble, whether you have a disability or anything, there's an opportunity to do something for you. I'm talking about a career opportunity where I know that I have a salary, have benefits, I have an opportunity to go to a job and a career that I love every day, as opposed to going to a job just because I got to do it to make ends meet.
Gregory Broadwater, Community Development Specialist for Ohio Means Jobs, shared some of the resources that prospective clients can receive when working with them.
So we're a workforce innovation center that works with the state and the county, Cuyahoga County, the state of Ohio and Cuyahoga County, in order to offer employment services and business services to all of the local job seekers in the city and the county, and any local company in the city and the county as well. We help our job seekers, what we call clients who come through our doors, in two main ways. One, we help them with their self-directed job search. We offer resume building tips. We help you with the interview process and try and give you some tips and tricks to successfully navigate those. We offer invites to different recruitment events that we host. And then on the other hand, for our job seekers, we provide occupational skills training. So anyone who is looking to go into a new career path, anyone interested in changing careers, we offer using federally funded grants, we can help send you to school to provide you with the type of certification or training program that'll help you enter that career field.
Finally, I caught up with D'Angelo McCraney, a resident of Cleveland and an attendee of In Demand's Job Week, to hear his opinion on the event.
Well, it was a great experience. Came here, got some great insight on some new opportunity, some apprenticeships. Oh my God, it's the best thing ever. If you're at home and you have family and friends that need some employment, this is a great opportunity. You can go ahead and go work at McDonald's, but that's a street hustle. This right here is a career, something for your life, something for your family, teaching generational wealth. This was very, very important for the community.
For TV20, this is Alex Picterna.
Thanks, Alex. For more information on Ohio Means Jobs, you can visit our website at ohiomeansjobs.ohio.gov. Every May, Cleveland Water celebrates Drinking Water Week, an opportunity for both water professionals and the communities they serve to recognize the vital role water plays in all our daily lives.
It's a celebration in the United States of all of the great hard work that people all across the country and here in Cleveland do to bring safe, good tasting, high quality water to our residents. And we're celebrating here in Cleveland, where we bring water to 1.4 million people in the region. We're the 10th largest water system in the country.
Water Week in Public Square consisted of 3 different demonstrations for residents to view, as well as 1 to participate in.
We're showing off a lot of the things that we do, in some cases things that people don't get a chance to see. The closest demonstration right behind me is a demonstration of what piping underground looks like. There's a water main, there's a valve, there's a fire hydrant, there's a service connection, and everybody sees when the crew's working up on top and have no idea of what's going on underground. This gives folks the ability to understand what the complex nature of a distribution system underground. Behind them, we have our Meter Challenge. This is a national competition in which teams from all around the country compete to see how fast they can reassemble a residential water meter. And the gentleman in green there is Dave Marinella, who happens to be the reigning national champion at this competition. Last year in San Antonio, Texas, he competed and won the national contest. So we're real proud of what Dave does. Lastly, back the furthest behind me is a demonstration of our tapping team. Water mains, when they get hooked up to a home, they have to be tapped, where the metal of the ductile iron has to be screwed into, a tapping valve inserted, and then the copper connection put up, another valve put in place. This is a competition to see how fast it can be done. So the very best teams in the country can do it in about 1.5 minutes. So we have our team, it's a young team, they're very strong and physical, a little bit of technique they're still working on to get their game down, but we have high hopes for them as well. And again, this is a demonstration of the kind of work that they do every day. in tapping water mains and bringing service to our customers.
Commissioner Margevich said it was very important for the Water Department to bring these demonstrations to Public Square for the people.
You know, water utilities, like a lot of utilities, are buried underground, and a lot of people feel out of sight, out of mind. You know, we think it's important for people to understand a lot of what really goes into bringing water to folks. It's a very lot of work involved with our meter crews, with our pipe crews, with our hydraulics crews, with our meter staff, with our customer service reps, with our billing people, IT people, chemists, a whole slew of people that work really hard. We have a lot of really hardworking, dedicated people every day doing their best to bring good, high-quality water to our residents.
Commissioner Margevich hopes events like these will have a lasting impact on residents and their knowledge of the Water Department.
We're trying to bring greater visibility to what we do so that people have an appreciation of what goes in to bringing water. And it's education to our residents, letting them understand how the water system works and where their rate dollars go.
Finally, the City of Cleveland recently celebrated the surveyors who completed the Cleveland property inventory.
We accomplished a very large project of having a property inventory of 167,000 plus parcels. We surveyed the entire city of Cleveland and answered a series of questions, up to 50 questions per parcel, to determine building condition, if the property is vacant, what the sidewalk looks like, is there a curb, is there a street tree, is there a vacant lot, is that vacant lot being dumped upon, things of that nature. So really getting a good sense of what is happening in the city of Cleveland in 2023.
Thanks to a partnership with the Western Reserve Land Conservancy, over 160,000 parcels of property were inventoried in less than 6 months. Cleveland Mayor Justin Bibb congratulated everyone for their hard work in completing this project.
This is not sexy work, but this unsexy work is the work that's needed now more than ever to move our city forward. And as I said at my State of the City, outside of public safety, building and housing is the most important department in the city of Cleveland because it affects the everyday lived experiences of our residents. This data-driven approach is going to go a long way to make sure we rebuild our housing stock and have safe, equitable neighborhoods all across every ward in the city of Cleveland. So again, thanks for your hard work, and we look forward to more hard work ahead. But no, as your mayor, I'm grateful for everything you're doing to protect and serve our city.
Building and Housing Director Sally Martin O'Toole said a survey like this has never been done before in the city of Cleveland.
For many years, the City of Cleveland's Building and Housing Department has been complaint-driven. So when people complain about something, we go out and investigate it and we cite people as needed. We, in the Bibb administration, want to change that and become a proactive code enforcement department. But to do that, we assessed all of the properties at one time so that we can then deploy resources more strategically. Because we have finite resources, we're not able to do everything all at once. So this will allow us to be more strategic in our approach.
The project was done during the Cleveland winter, which, according to Healthy Homes specialist Divine Anderson, didn't come without its challenges.
It was definitely a little challenging, super cold, but it was super impactful to see just how a bridge, I work in Old Brooklyn and my partner was over in Metro West, just the bridge, the difference in the housing stock. So it was really interesting to be able to see the difference in the houses just for like a 5-minute drive down the street.
For more information on this survey and the Department of Building and Housing, visit the City of Cleveland's website at clevelandohio.gov. Well, TV20 is streaming live 24/7. Visit TV20cleveland.com to see our live feed and more. And stay connected with TV20 wherever you go by liking and following us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube page to watch our numerous programs. Coming up next, learn about what's going on with the Cleveland Metropolitan Schools with this week's CMSD 360. Thanks for watching TV20 News. I'm Dan Monroe. Be sure to stay tuned for more on TV20. We are Cleveland.
Hello, I'm Darielle Snipes with the CMSD News Bureau. Welcome to CMSD 360, a look at news happening around the district for the week of May 14th. Sunday is Mother's Day. We would like to wish all our mothers, grandmothers, and mother figures a happy Mother's Day, and thank you for all that you do for our scholars. Now, in case you missed it, the Cleveland Board of Education and Cleveland Mayor Justin Bibb announced Dr. Warren Morgan will be the next Chief Executive Officer for the Cleveland Metropolitan School District. Dr. Morgan is currently the Chief Academic Officer at Indianapolis Public Schools. This will be a homecoming of sorts for Dr. Morgan as he worked at CMSD as a network leader from 2014 to 2016. To learn more about Dr. Morgan, go to clevelandmetrosschools.org/CEO appointment. Monday is the last day of the annual Washington Park plant sale. You can buy hanging baskets, starter plants, and more at the greenhouse located at 3875 Washington Park from 9 to 3 p.m. All the plants were grown by our students. The Executive Grill will host its annual end-of-the-year barbecue at its new restaurant at East Tech High School on Thursday from 11 to 1:30 p.m. But if you can't make it and you still want some delicious food, you can place a to-go order starting Monday. Go to clevelandmetrosschools.org/grill. Students will prepare delicious entrees including barbecue chicken, ribs, pulled pork, and more. Tickets are selling fast, but as long as they remain available, you can purchase a ticket ahead of the event for $25 by calling 216-838-2433 between the hours of 8:30 and 9:30 in the morning, and then again at 2:15 to 3:30 p.m. A huge congratulations to the Davis Aerospace and Maritime Robotics team. They placed second at the state championship. This is their second year of competing. Now, don't forget to register for the CMSD Summer Learning Experience. Current students entering kindergarten to 12th grade can participate in fun and adventurous activities, as well as catch up on schoolwork or get ahead for the next school year. Parents can sign their students up at clevelandmetrosschools.org/summerlearning. The Summer Learning Experience will run from June 20th to July 21st for kindergarten through 8th grade and June 26th through July 21st for high schoolers. It is hard to believe, but the end of the year celebrations and graduations are coming up. For a full schedule of pre-K through 8 celebrations, go to clevelandmetrosschools.org/EOY celebrations. And for a full list of graduations, go to clevelandmetrosschools.org/graduations. We'll stay connected with what's going on in the district by downloading the CMSD app or following CMSD on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Have a great and productive week.